Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to show how to proceed with the mesh of the dam using hexahedral elements. Here's an hexa mesh of a dam model. So we can rotate it to see the different phases of the dam. And we have some tools to see the interior of this dam. We see it has some channel tower pipes. And we can start with a geometry operation. So we proceed to simplify this model. We just isolate one section of the dam since the other sections are the same ones. And we have some plug tool which we can use to select the cavities to extract the empty internal parts and focus on these. Then we can come back to our original view and select one circular cavity in order to select the entire piece. Once we isolate the tower pipe, we can proceed with the next step. Using one of the features in HyperWorks, the box tool, we can create some exterior boxes like the ones you are about to see. So here's the box tool. And what is being done here is just creating some square tubes with the aim of simplifying the round tube with a square tube pipe. And we can easily extend the surface of these rectangular objects around the tubes to the entire piece. We see it in green color. And see how the software takes a special care of, of those areas with angles where the connections are. Then we can select the square objects. We see them in yellow color. And with some tools, we can replicate this in the other tube, which is right next to it. Now, we can proceed with a Boolean operation to simplify the original CAD by subtracting the new simplified whole with the new one. The new object that we created is bigger than the original, as we can see, but we still have the same dam. But only this time inside, the same tubes are now simplified. And this is known as an escalation process. When looking at this section of the dam, we can proceed and cut in mappable parts before proceeding with the Hexamesh. For this step, the Hexamesh, you need to make sure your CAD is mappable. It's very important. And soon divide the CAD into smaller pieces by selecting some planes and divide them. Experience is needed for this step, but you can map every element. And the user has many tools like the use of planes, surfaces, extruded lines. There are many ways to achieve this. And once this is done, we can see the end result. So we select, the software will automatically identify the best sequence to extrude these source surfaces to complete the Hexamesh. The pink lines basically indicate the extrusion direction, while the number, which is right next to it, is the order in when the extrusion is going to be realized. If we zoom in, we see the different surfaces of the cutting planes. And these are the source surfaces, like the 2D mesh surf used to start the extrusion part, the extrusion path, sorry. If you need to change or reduce the mesh size, you have ways to do so. You have the same tools to create the 2D mesh or portion and be more detailed. This will be very fast and clean to make the new mesh. And we can zoom in and zoom out to see the different plane directions. Now, when we proceed with the Hexamesh working, we can see it there. Just applied some spirit view of the process. It may take a couple of minutes. This is just a spirit view. And once it's done, we can zoom in to appreciate the end result, the Hexamesh, where all the mesh planes ended up in quadrilateral solids.